Designers from around the world often pay homage to Tokyo as the fashion hub of Asia. And now a team from Singapore has gone a step further, tying up with local retail outlets there to give them an insider's view of the Japanese fashion industry. Channel News Asia's Michio Ishida finds out what they learned during their 5-day visit.
These up-and-coming designers from Singapore are finding out how to manage a business. It's a skill they're going to have to learn before March next year when Singapore opens its Fashion Incubator Center. In Tokyo for 5 days, they met designers and marketing professionals who gave tips on how to succeed in a tough industry. Then there was a tour around Bunka Fashion College, whose alumni include world-famous names such as Yohji Yamamoto, Tsumori Chisato, and Kenzo.
I'm really amazed at the effort and the dedication they put into their work and the passion. And I think that really will show in our brand in future.
I'm very impressed because I think just designers really create this universe that is really very apparent in the way they put their shop designs. Yeah, it comes even to little details like the way they put the packagings and the shop assistants. They dress they look like a little cartoon character from let's say Min Design. The shop assistants actually dress in a very quirky way that is coherent to the brand story. So I think it really comes in a full package that is very convincing to customers.
Here, young Singapore designers are visiting a fashion trade show called Rooms. It was started in 2000 and it's held twice a year. This time, there are exhibits by 410 brands, domestic and international. And it focuses on bringing up young designers. Hansel is one of 2 Singapore brands represented at the show. It's been in Japan for 3 seasons, with a shop in Osaka and an online presence for internet shoppers. The burning question, how did they manage to break into the Japanese fashion scene?
2 things that come to mind right now is to produce a very individualistic brand, because there are thousands of fashion brands out there and you have to stand out. And then I think with regard specifically to doing business in Japan, you need a Japanese agent.
Representative of another Singapore label says it's the different business practices that makes the Japanese market a challenge.
It's very hard to see from their spatial expression whether they like this or they don't like this. You know, for them, a no maybe is a yes. A yes maybe is a blank in their face. So we find very, very hard, to pick up information like that. Yeah. So I think it's a long learning process.
The young designers are supported by a government agency known as Spring Singapore and Japanese fashion retailer Parco.
We realized that there is a shortage of good fashion designers in Singapore.
We want to make it a success in Singapore first. But if it becomes growing, we want to trade some of the next concept between the Japan and the Singapore, or somewhere in Shanghai or Taipei or over the Asia.
This joint program is set to last at least 3 years, and if it goes well, it's to be extended for many more years. Michio Ishida, Channel News Asia, Tokyo.